guys. Today I want to work on some silk screens, and I would like to put some images on these and then top coat them. Some really nice foresty, some bears and some deer, some pine trees. We've got this style, these adorable mushrooms down here at the bottom, super cute. And we've got some more like springtime ones. I'm gonna go to acrylic because that's what the label on them said when I purchased them, was acrylic paint. So I want to go in and add a tree line into this. That's what you get in the bulk buy. I'm gonna try one of these pouncers and see how that works. Figure out where I want the tree line to sit, kind of like that. And let's do some paint pouncing. This is an iridescent white color. I think I picked this up at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, but I thought it'd be pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this down and swipe the paint. I was hoping that these would stick themselves down, but I don't know, swiping or pouncing is gonna work better, but we're gonna try a little bit of both and see what we get. Ooh, not bad. Really cool effect there. I think I want it to face this way, kind of looking like some sort of, I don't know, planetary mountainscape or something. There's a wolf right here, I think. It's really, looks like he's up howling at the moon, and this looks like a moon, so let's go ahead and put him down here. Light him up so he's howling up at the moon. There we go. Oops. And try not to lay your silk thingies in your, in your paint. So let's line him back up. Here's the moon area that I want, so I'm going to set him kind of down lower here and see if we still have enough paint to pounce him in. It looks like I'm going to need a little more paint. And of course I get like 20 bajillion times more than what I actually need. Always either too much or not enough. Okay, stick this down. Try to hold it down more than last time. Pounce and swipe. Try not to, it's so hard not to move this. And let's see how we did. Give it a second. Oop, looks like I cut off the deer's head, but I can just wipe it away. Can't really, the fox showed up good, but the wolf is kind of, all right, let's wipe that away. And get rid of the wording that I didn't want. It's really hard to tell if that's a wolf. But I think it's just more the fact that it's so micro, tiny. And then you can just wipe away your paint as you see fit and actually kind of shape it like that. See, I left a little bit of a smear, but I don't mind that. I think I like that. So there we go. We got a wolf howling up at the sky. These kind of look like bats almost. So I think with the space type layout we've got here, that might look pretty cool. I'm gonna lay that down again more towards the bottom so that we get most of that sky type surface. Boy, this is, all right, do that. Oops. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's kind of cool. See the like 3D effect we got going on with the resin in the back and then the trees in the front, but that's looking pretty cool. Okay, moving on to our resin pouring project for today. I picked out this heart-shaped tree leaf mold, and I'm filling in the trunk with a couple of different colors of brown. We've got Rolio Copper and some random makeup that I've had for a while that works really well on some of these silicone mold projects. And then I will go in with some Rolio Carbon Black as well, and just adding some depth and different color to the tree trunk, and just kind of trying to map out where the branches are. Cleaning my brush off before I go in with the black, and just very lightly with the black. I didn't want to go too dark, but I did want to add a little bit of shadow and some depth to the tree bark. Alright, and I'm checking on my screen prints to make sure they're getting dry, and they're looking really good. So we're grabbing the green resin out of the debubbling machine. I had just a few top bubbles, so I give that a spritz with some alcohol, and then we're just gonna fill this in and just let it work its way through and see how far we get with the 2 ounces of green resin. Then I'm just going to go in with one of my silicone tools and encourage the resin to go into some of the leaves, and then finish off by filling in some of the larger leaf spots. And we're gonna let it set up and cure, and we'll add our next layer. Okay, our first layer is ready to be added onto. I've got my second batch of resin mixed up. Gonna split that into 2 different cups, and I'm gonna go with a chunky dark green glitter and a medium dark green glitter for the first cup. And then I'm going to go in with a light green glitter for my second cup, and a very pale sparkly glitter. Then I'm going in with about a half of a drop of glue. Now, looking back, I think I probably would have skipped the glue because it did still make it too gluey, but I want the green to stay afloat, so I was at a conundrum with, do I add the glue so the glitters won't sink all the way, or do I deal with the chunkiness? And I decided to go for it and deal with the chunkiness. So now I'm just going in and filling in just random leaf areas with the dark green, and then I will go in alternating with the lighter green, and just gonna fill in all of the leaves. We're just gonna keep this up until I get all of the leaves coated in a color that I'm wanting in that spot. And yeah, that's it for this layer. The next layer, I decided to just top coat everything in clear resin out of the debubbler. So I'm just going to go in and micro tune it and fill in the leaves that haven't gotten very much resin flow out to the edges. And we're just going to continue filling this in until it looks like it's topped up enough. And then we wait for the cure. Alright, so the last layer has been added, and in the meantime I have added some UV DTF stickers to the top of these little fridge magnets, and we are going to top coat those and get those looking nice and glossy. The thing with UV DTF though, you do not want to put these on a heat mat because they will crack. So we're skipping the heat mat, and I'm just using a Tupperware lid to go ahead and put the top coat on these, and I can't wait for everything to finish up and see how it turns out. Alright, and here we are at demold. Now this could have taken a good at least another 5 to 6 hours to fully cure, but it is cured enough to take out. Just very cautiously, slowly, I'm working my way through each and every leaf, making sure that I don't mess anything up, and then I will get this completely demolded. Here is our finished heart-shaped tree, and when it's all the way cured, I will go in and do some painting on it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you all on the next one.